Midwestern Movie Reviewer here with another movie review. I recently saw the movie Maxxxine in theaters. This movie is rated R. It is directed by Ty West. It was very enjoyable. This movie reminded me of so many things. First of all, I'll tell you a little bit about the premise of it. There is an adult star who is wanting to break out of the porn business and get into mainstream acting. She is trying to get a role in a horror film as her breakout role, and it seems like it's getting close. Meanwhile, there is a killer in town, and this killer is getting closer and closer to her, it seems like. So that made this movie very interesting, has a mystery thing to it.
I can handle myself.
So said every third girl in Hollywood.
Maxxxine, I'm the private detective. I had to find you.
If you're new to my movie reviews, I wanted to let you know, please like and subscribe so that you can be notified when new movie reviews come out. And also, please stay till the end. I have a hidden gem about this movie that I will reveal at the end of the video. That's very interesting and something I myself want to look into. So this movie, it stars Mia Goth as the main character, Maxxxine. She was so captivating on the screen. You know, she has a very unusual beauty that is not classical. It's hard to describe, but she was very charming, very beautiful, and a fantastic actress. Her character mixes vulnerability and fierceness and power. So that was a great quality. And this movie is just really well written. It is an A24 production, and those films tend to be a little bit unusual, but they do great with horror, which is what this is horror suspense. If you like that type of movie, I would say you'd enjoy this. It reminded me also of a Quentin Tarantino movie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That one is also a period piece. This one takes place in 1985, and so you have a little bit of that feel to it. There's a killer going on, and then you have these characters that you're following. So that was excellent, and this movie reminds me of that. So it's very, very well done. It's in great company because it is very, very well done. Some of the stars in this, there's a lot of stars in this. I'm just going to list them off because there are so many, and they're great. There was Mia Goth as the main character. There's also Halsey, Elizabeth Debicki, Kevin Bacon, Giancarlo Esposito, Lily Collins, Michelle Monaghan, Moses Sumney, and Bobby Cannavale. And they all did fantastic jobs. They all were very captivating and interesting. Also, the soundtrack in this, it was very well done. The music, some of the songs were just the actual music from the 1980s. But then also the soundtrack itself had a quality that you had from movies and TV shows back then. So it just really got you into the feel of the 80s. The audience was captivated by every scene. Everybody, it just flowed so well. And time went by and you were just like, this is a great movie. It's a very enjoyable movie. This is not for children. It is a hard R. There's language. There's blood and gore, violence, and nudity. So do not bring your children to this. There's a lot of drug use. So, but for adults, it's adult material, but it's well done, very well done. So for my hidden gem, this movie is a sequel, and it's actually part of a trilogy. The first movie was called X. Mia Goth starred in that, and that movie took place in the early 1980s. And then this particular film is a direct sequel to that first film. This is what took place after that and how she coped with those scenes, what happened to her. There was a movie after X called Pearl, which was a prequel to X. So it kind of describes what mindset and what happened to the killer in X to make them that way. What created that killer, like an origin story. That killer was also played by Mia Goth. I'm interested to see that. I did not see that movie. X, and then a prequel, Pearl, and then this movie, Maxxxine, all starring Mia Goth. And the other two movies have great casts as well. So I'm going to try to find those movies and rent them and, really get more into the background of this story. Even without having seen either of those films, I thoroughly enjoyed Maxxxine. So you don't have to have seen those to enjoy this film. Enjoyable, standalone on its own. So Midwestern Movie Reviewer says, go see Maxxxine in theaters now. Midwestern Movie Reviewer out.